Hello and welcome to another episode of FPL Africa. In this episode, we'll take a look at 5 forgotten fantasy Premier League stars of the past that has fallen off the radar a bit, but is knocking at the door, trying to join the party again. So without any further ado, let's get into the video. First up, we have Matt Doherty of Wolves. He's quite a premium defender, coming at 6.3 million, but he might actually be worth it if you consider he might get attacking or defensive returns. As you can see there, he scored in the last 5 games before the suspension of the league. He scored 1 goal, got 2 assists, and kept 4 clean sheets. Averaged 8 points per game in that period. And with West Ham away up next, I can see him getting another clean sheet. And if you look at Wolves' long-term fixtures, it's a lot of green fixtures. So I think he's a very good option to put in your team, even though he doesn't have a double game week. Next up, we have Marcos Alonso of Chelsea. Yeah, he hasn't been firing on all cylinders as we know he can during the season. Don't know why. Don't think might be Lampard not fancy him, but he got his place back before the lockdown. The last 3 games before that, the suspension of the league, he got 3 goals. For a defender, that is absolutely incredible. He kept 1 clean sheet, averaged 10 points per game in that period. That's second to none. And with Aston Villa away, I think if he plays, he will most definitely get a return there. Next up, we have Emerick Laporte of Man City. He's almost been constantly injured during the season, but he's finally fit and back and ready. He's a very, very premium defender coming in at 6.3 million. I do think he's the best option in Man City's defense. I know he's the most expensive, but that is for a reason, as he's the backbone of Guardiola's defense. As we take a look at the stats there, with and without Laporte, with him, he played 7 games, kept 5 clean sheets with a conversion rate of 71%. Disclaimer, if you look at Fantasy Premier League, he will not have been rewarded with 5 clean sheets because in the, 2 of those games, he didn't play 60 minutes. He played 57 minutes against Leicester before he was taken off of injury, and 36 minutes against Brighton. But Man City on and kept a clean sheet in both of those games, so I give him the benefit of the doubt. And now if you look at the other side of the coin, without Laporte, they've struggled a lot. 21 games, 10 clean sheets, 48% clean sheet conversion rate. And that is the reason why I think Guardiola will give him the full 90 minutes in both games during the double game week. And with that being said, it's Arsenal home and Burnley at home. So I can see him getting 2 clean sheet returns over there. So he's a very, very good option. Next up, we have the forgotten man, Leroy Sané, coming at 9.3 million. He hasn't played a single minute of Premier League action this year, sitting at 0.3% ownership. For that reason, fixtures again, Arsenal at home, Burnley at home. I can see a lot of goals for Man City during this upcoming double game week. For the Man City midfielders, I actually think they might benefit of Man City's rotation policy, with the subs being increased to 5 after this period. Now, I think the rotation will mean that all of the players between Bernardo Silva, Mahrez, Sané, David Silva, all of them will be rotated evenly. That means they will get game time. And for Man City, attacking players, if they play, they do get returns. And as you can see in the table over here, I've compared Sané's stats of the previous 2 seasons with Salah's stats for this season. And the vital number in there is the minutes per point. So that is just the minutes played divided by the points. As you can see there, in 2017-18, he got 13.49 minutes per point, and last year he also was injured for a section of the season. He got 11.9 minutes per point. And compare those two figures with Salah's for this season of 12.06, you can see that if Salah plays, he do get returns. And as I said before, I think he will get minutes for the upcoming double game week. Next up, we have Harry Kane. He's a very, very big differential option because I don't think a lot of people will look towards him for this upcoming double game week, because most of the people will look at Aguero. That being said, I also would rather put in Aguero. But if you want to have someone that all of the other players don't have, I think Harry Kane's a guy to go to. But with the fixture of Man United at home for the first up, it might be a tricky one. So maybe have Aguero for the first game at the double game week, then bring in Kane after that. Because if you take a look at Kane's fixtures after that, it's West Ham United at home, Sheffield away, Everton at home. It's all green and grey in there. So, and green fixtures means green arrows. So yeah, and his last, he hasn't been firing on all cylinders as well this season, but he's found a bit of form before the suspension of the league. In the last 3 games, he grabbed 2 goals and averaging at 6 points per game. That is quite solid return for Fantasy Premier League. So there's also an option there. So yeah, guys, that concludes the video. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. It would help a lot. And see you guys very soon.